This video was brought to you by A-List CBD and A-List Unlimited. Are you tired of looking through CBD products and not knowing what the heck is going on? What are these products even? Do you hate going to smoke shops and people there don't even know what they're selling? Come through to A-List CBD and A-List Unlimited. We actually test the products ourselves, that way we can give you an accurate description of how it works and how these products will make you feel. We carry trusted and proven brands like CBDMD and 7th Hill CBD, as well as other smaller brands that we like and trust. Give us a follow on Instagram for updates on restocks, new inventory, and sales. We also ship to all 50 states with priority shipping. Just send us a message on Instagram. Yo, what is good, YouTubes? It's your boy Ray and your girl Kelly, and tonight we've got special guests Jarrod and Cordero from Negro Jump.
Yeah! Applause!
I was too far from the fucking button, man. So we are coming off of Negro Jump. We did an episode already. Now we're doing this, and I do have some segments prepared for you guys. But I just wanted to catch up and like see what you guys are doing. You haven't had any episodes in a while on the YouTube. Like, I am a fan. I was telling Cordero, like, I missed the episodes.
We've been seeing the people fiending. We missing it. Where's that? Where's the ENT at?
We don't want Twitch. That's not what we came here for.
That's so funny.
The fuck is this?
Yeah.
All right, I like the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, but yeah, no Twitch stuff.
Yeah.
No.
Man, they don't like the Twitch stuff?
They don't really respond to it.
So they just want anime talk, no gaming talk? Or
we gotta just ease that in to where I was like, why don't we just make another channel? But then it's like, wait, hold up. Only reason people from Twitch put their stuff on YouTube is to flip their money. We not there yet. So like, well, let's just keep it on Twitch. Yeah. Which I was having more fun just doing that, because I was literally trying to do like my own like style, like X-Play, like review, just like in the moment. Let me chop up these 5. Like, let me just go through all the times I just completed a game and then chop it up and put it in something. So
I mean, I like all the stuff. Like I watch your shit. Like, for real. Like, I am an actual fan, man. You know,
people watch it, but it's like, all right, so this place do that. Like, we're getting stuff together. Podcast will be back summer 2022, summer fall 2020. It's coming back, but it was a lot. The nigga had to realize I worked through a whole fucking global pet. I did not stop. I did not stop. I wasn't on unemployment. I went back to work at my retail job to get out of the house.
How long did you wait to go back to work?
As soon as they called, I was like.
And how long was it?
It was like May.
So for us, we stayed in this apartment. We did not leave. Yeah. Right? We had Fresh Direct deliver groceries. We did not leave for 6 months.
Yeah.
In those 6 months, I turned on the anime.
Yep.
I turned her on to gaming.
Converted her.
Yeah, it was the best thing. And we got married the year after.
That was,
incredible.
That's the moment.
That was something. That's something I've heard common. Like, it's like in a pandemic, like the girlfriend or a spouse caved in. Like, all right.
Yep.
What's the shit that you say you like all the time?
All right.
Like, let's
come on. Introverts, we shine during the pandemic. Like, what?
It always went something like
in
this.
My room?
You're upset. You can't go outside. What you mean you ain't got nothing to do in the house?
I know. I loved it. She was going crazy. She needed to start a plant selling business.
I've been dreaming.
That's why we have succulents in the house.
I've been dreaming of that. I've been dreaming of that. Getting furloughed forever. I just didn't know what it was called. Yep. I've been dreaming of that forever.
Yep.
Furloughed forever. So it was funny. Like, the way I went about it was like, hey, let's play this game, Diablo 3. Like, it's one of my favorite games. I bought it.
Not the co-op dungeon crawler.
Yeah, on PS4.
Not the co-op dungeon with the wifey. No.
She loved that. And then we played Borderlands 3.
No.
She loved that. Loved it.
Technically, we did Borderlands
first, then Diablo.
Diablo, I did not appreciate as much because we came off of Borderlands 3. Ray really hypes it up much higher than what I thought.
May I defend myself?
No, because you're talking about how much I like it.
Let me defend myself. So there were times when Kelly's like, yo, are we going to play?
I just wanted to play.
Borderlands?
She's like, listen, my mom needs new gloves.
But when you get used to playing something, like, you just want to keep playing. You know what I mean? And because we had a routine. So the one thing about Ray and myself is that we're scheduled people. We like to have schedules. So
everything is scheduled. The sex is scheduled. The viewers know, like, when. They're like, it's Sunday, Ray's getting it right now.
The way that we stayed sane in this apartment is the fact that we had a schedule. And in the morning, we had our own separate time. We would both do our own workouts. We would watch whatever we wanted to watch. Then we meet up for lunch, right? Okay, we're gonna have lunch together, and then we would start.
Playing.
We'll watch like an anime. Okay, we'll take a break. Let's play some video games, right? And so it was the same thing every day. So we played Borderlands to the point that we played it, and then we played it again in the unlocked version. You know, when you
yeah, the new game plus type.
Yeah,
it's called
yeah.
True Vault Hunter
True Vault.
mode.
There you go. So we did that. Then we started playing like the off games of that, and then we ran out of shit to play. So then it was like, all right,
Diablo
let's
I'm
go to
3.
Diablo.
upset that you didn't put on the Marvel Alliance.
Ultimate Alliance.
Ultimate Alliance.
That was
So-
like
so-
slept on game.
It's,
the past,
it's
like,
still
I
$60
played-
on the Nintendo Store.
I know it is. It is, bro.
Still.
Still. Yeah, I played the very first one and I liked it.
I cannot
Yeah.
find those games. That's one of the games like on my like backlog list.
Yeah.
Like if I see it on like 360 or PS,
Is that the one that's kind of like a dungeon crawler? It's
dungeon
not the one
crawler
that's on
with the-
PC. It's not
No,
that
no,
one.
no,
That
no,
was
no.
a different one.
It's like almost top down, like Baldur's Gate.
You would
beat 'em up
like it.
style.
I almost bought it one time for the Switch because we
Okay.
both have
so many
Switches.
unlockable heroes.
And but then I
the
looked at it and it was
roster
like
is crazy.
the roster's nuts.
it's
And the third
mad
one is-
expensive.
yeah,
It's so fucking expensive.
It's worth it.
And that's
worth
why
it.
we didn't get it because like I just dropped all the money on the Switches and and Monster Hunter. So we're like,
listen.
oh
I'm
shit,
sorry.
bro.
I'm sorry.
He's attacking me.
Listen, oh yeah,
Stop Asian hate. Hashtag stop Asian
I
hate,
forgot
bro.
you never sat
Bro.
next to this man for an hour.
Come on.
That's how
I'm an ally.
expressing his
I'm
love. He's expressing
Come
his
on,
love.
brother.
You can hit him whenever you
I
want.
supported y'all
Yeah.
throughout the whole
When
pandemic.
he gets you one of these, if he gets you one of these,
Oh, I do that shit. I do that.
What was
That's
I
so
saying? Yeah,
funny.
so it's crazy because during the pandemic, we watched all of Avatar: The Last Airbender. We watched all of Naruto, Shippuden and the original.
Yep.
And I got her into all these games. It's like
We also watched we watched movies in between.
movies as well. I got her into Korean films, like the really dark
I would
shit.
like to point out we watched Made in Abyss.
Oh yeah,
That was one of the that was
You
one of
watched
the
that?
ones that we
What was
watched.
yeah, because you were trying to get her to cry. I understand.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
I understand.
It's a sad one.
Yeah.
No, it's not sad, but definitely kids
can be.
bleed through their
It's-
orifices. in
Yeah,
it.
no, it's
Through their
So,
orifices.
It's
Spell that.
I wouldn't call.
I don't do that.
Yeah.
Even my girlfriend. Nah, I
Yeah.
don't, like we don't got.
Yeah.
No, not in that way. Like it's a different.
No, it was a really
not
cool
sexually. Like-
No, but just even the dark tone.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
dark.
Be like,
It's
yo,
dark.
watch this. It's like, yo, what
It's
the
dark.
fuck was that?
'Cause
Why
we-
would you
Very
take
So
dark.
we threw a lot of things in
My
there.
girl
so
loves
we
that
watched
show.
that. We watched Helsing. We watched
Helsing Ultimate is my favorite.
We watched
And I
that
said,
during the pandemic.
Finished
Yeah.
that. Killed that.
We also watched like Alone. We watched a lot of Naked and Afraid.
Naked and Afraid. We watched a lot of shit. It was a
We watched-
pandemic.
yeah. So like
You know
we
what I
would,
mean?
but there were we're so like routine that we'd watch them at specific times. So okay, it's anime time. All
Yeah.
right, you know what? Nighttime.
That's
so
great.
It's alone
Yeah.
time. Or
That's great.
Yeah.
You need to it's working on your block.
Mhm.
What I've been doing is like, all right, this is too much for me to be just watch this and then watch
Yep.
this. Like I don't want to do that. So you got you're starting 5 or maybe you're starting 6 to 10.
Yep.
You just keep rotating around until it's like something get finished. It's like, all right, don't add nothing else.
Don't add nothing else.
Or it's like
Till you
maybe
finish
like
it,
until it's like, oh, that's worth it. Throw that in the loop. And then
Yeah.
next thing you know, you might finish like 1 or 2 or just stop. Or like let me stop at episode 35. This one right here. Just cut it off. Go watch something else. Just stop watching. It's weird trying to get back on like a TV schedule.
Yeah.
like in a way. It's
Yeah.
too much freedom with streaming. All right.
Yo,
I'll
there
say it
is.
first.
That
It's
is.
so tough.
It's like I shouldn't be able to watch this much Snyder available at home. No. I'm upset that I watched that. Jesus Christ.
It's so funny.
Oh my God, man. That is burnt me out with watching movies past 2 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're gonna get back to that because that's one of the segments. We're gonna talk about a movie that's 3 hours that came out recently, but we're not gonna get into that right now.
Okay.
right, fair.
So, like, is there anything that you guys have been doing differently with the channel, like different scheduling? Like, how do you guys make content? Do you just like go on the fly? Do you have a schedule? You gonna post on Friday or something like that?
So how it started, we can start at the beginning. How
Yeah.
it started, it was I bought a Zoom H6. Cordero got a better laptop.
Okay.
He gave me his old one. So all I could do was audio. Pretty much I did everything else just so Cordero can focus on doing clips.
Okay. So he was editing video.
He was self-teaching himself Adobe Premiere.
Yeah, that's hard, bro. I don't even use that.
Full-time job and having to drive over from New Jersey to East New York.
This is what I had. I was living in New Jersey. I had a car, and I was driving. Yeah, I remember there was one time, and I was like, talk about dedication. I remember it was like one of those just like weird maze where it rained all the time. I'm talking, I just seeing people swerving down the BQE, just going crazy. I was like, I gotta make it to this nigga house, and then I'm gonna ask to sleep on his couch. Like I just really, like we were in the trenches, in the basement. Hanging out, and we both came here to do stand-up comedy and just get into the entertainment world originally. And that's the thing, we both realized we both liked anime and stuff like that, but we just wanted to make a spin. We didn't want to be the same dude reviewing chapter.
I don't want to be arguing about who can be who. Like I don't want to do that. I don't want to follow something weekly. I'm gonna get burnt out. I'm gonna get tired. It's like, oh, I gotta talk about this. Like I wouldn't want to talk about every single episode of One Piece because sometimes shit just doesn't happen. And like, well, it just felt like a waste of time. So like it still gets that effect. Yeah. I wouldn't like come off like negative about certain things.
But it was immediate like just delegating and splitting tasks up. Yeah. And that's what good. What made it work. Honestly.
The pandemic sped everything up. Yeah. Because then I built a PC and then just watch what he did. Yeah. I just start editing. My first.
You're on Premiere too?
Yeah. My first monitor was the living room TV.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Because once I built the PC, I was like, damn, I ain't got no fucking monitor. What the fuck?
That's so funny.
I did the same fucking thing. So this PC right here, when it came in, it was delivered, right? My homie works for Zydax. They build gaming systems for professional gamers or whatever. So it came. And it didn't come with a monitor, and I was so excited to try it, and I fucking couldn't, bro.
It's crazy.
It was nighttime already.
It's like not having batteries for your toy.
Exactly, bro.
Something like that. Because it took a minute. Like I got in early, because like once the unemployment came in, I was like, all right, what am I doing? Like, what am I gonna do with it? And then, all right, just do it now. Just build a PC.
How long did it take you?
Up until May when they called me back to work. Like luckily,
to build it.
For everything to get there.
Okay, gotcha.
Because remember, this was all everything was on COVID shipping. Yeah. So like you didn't know when you was getting your stuff.
Yeah. And then they just start running out of shit. Then you start hearing about the graphics cards.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
I remember I snatched up a like the not even the graphics card. What's the joint that we use? I'm trying to think of it now. Like the
it's like a switcher thing.
No shit. What's it called? Elgato.
Elgato's. The capture card.
Oh yeah, my shit took like a month, a month and a half. It took a while. I'm like, all right, I'll just
capture card. When webcams and stands.
Oh, webcams were like really hard to fucking get.
What's crazy when I bought the webcam, I think September 2019.
Yeah,
like I had just bought one just like his. I'm like, all right, now we got two.
But you got the Logitech one? The $70 joint?
Yeah,
I gotta get one.
I bought one of those, and then last year I bought a Razer Kia. It's nice.
Is it better?
It's great quality. That's what we're shooting with now in the studio.
And so wait, it's a Razer. It's a webcam or it's
a webcam.
I'm thinking about getting a nice one because I'm trying to make this podcast like even more professional, where I would use the webcam to do this, but I would record it separately, like on a digital camcorder.
Well,
and then splice the audio in after recording it on this, because like that's how all the podcasts do it. So like, for example, let's say I Zoom you guys in, or I StreamYard you guys in, right? I will record video separately off the StreamYard to get like the crispiest video. That way I can chop it up at the clips and it won't lose a lot of quality. And in the audio, I would record on the Rodecaster. That's kind of like our next step. And then I would have to have a webcam then. You know what I'm saying? So I was probably going to get like either the Logitech one.
Well, we're going for is just getting the camera at this point.
So if you're going to do that, right? If you're going to record, don't get a camera. Get a camcorder, like a digital one that's high quality. Because the problem with this is it's nice quality. It's like a good entry level camera, $500, right? I think it's like under $600 with the lens and all that. But like it can only record up to 28 minutes at a time. That's
which is
That's
most
in water.
which
Oh,
is most
is it here?
cameras. Which is
Oh,
most
it's a
cameras.
flash.
Yeah.
28 minutes at a time. The camcorder can go on forever, and that's what you got to use, so you don't have to worry about, what if you're like, you're flowing, right, and like you're on a roll, and then you got to stop. It like breaks.
The one loop I found, which once we get more space again, I wanna like implement that more. You get a cam link from Elgato because Elgato sells everything, and you just get a GoPro.
I got Elgato
and
green screen.
it'll run the same because GoPros they go forever because they do time lapse videos.
Yeah.
You can record up to like 5 hours.
We have the Hero 9.
Yeah.
Hero 9 Black,
Yeah.
right? That's the one.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've
It's
tested it out a couple of times.
it's pretty good, but I have to say, like, an actual camera looks better.
I will say that
it looks better because like I'm watching people
it's
like
the wide shot.
like I'm watching like fucking like Brilliant Idiots and Andrew Schultz and Charlemagne, or like Flagrant 2 or even Joe Rogan or The Fighter and the Kid, and I'm like, I want to be able to create clips like that where I could share it and it's like really high quality, the audio is really high quality, and if someone is zoomed in, like their quality will be as good as it's gonna be, but then ours will be better.
You know what that's going to take?
Money.
A producer.
Yeah.
I am the producer right now. It's like I'm fucking just.
I'm learning now.
Yeah.
It's like, especially if it's going to be like so in house.
Yeah.
Is you're going to have to at some point you're going to have to start reaching out to people, especially if you want it to be a certain level. I was just like, all right. Once it got to now, it's in Cordero space. We're recording, and he was like, 2 years. I got it. That's all I got in me. he was like to do this. He was like, I got 2 years. I'm like, all right. So
you're gonna get someone to edit? Is that what you're gonna do?
Nah, it was like it wasn't so much edit because we figured it out on the way. Yeah, it's a lot of hiccups because I just never did it before. And just rolling with it. But the fact that people still listen to it, I appreciate it.
It's great, man.
Yeah, but it's just like God damn it, I'm high as fuck. Damn.
So
I'll finish that thought.
I love it. Thank you.
No,
Thank you, sir.
Listen,
he got it.
You gotta have
He caught it. He knew where I was going. He knew where I was going.
So, we were talking about how there's this aspect of doing this thing yourself that we're performers. So part of it takes a little bit of that out.
Yes.
And the idea of having that third set of hands or somebody who can oversee or see, like, really a specialist who's like, listen,
people to delegate work to.
Yeah.
Like once you're able to get to a point where that becomes a possible thing, where it's shout out to Nate
which leads us to Nate, which is why
he's
I picked it up. I knew
in Boston,
where he was
right?
going. I knew where he was going with it.
He's in Boston,
but just him as an example. Yeah, like he's like a third guy to where like, all right, we talk. He showed us his work, and then like even when we like met up for serious stuff, like just super professional. He came and visited, like
I watched that.
So it's like, all right, cool. Like the whole time, just like, all right, like he seems pretty chill, and you gotta use like chill. He gave me like a picture he took, like I don't have a frame for it, but it's like a portrait.
Yeah,
something like it's like some shot. I think it's like a. Actually, don't get me lying about with the picture. I forgot.
It was a pic. I think it
Skyline?
It was a New York skyline.
I think it was
picture. So he's the guy who's a photographer. Knows videography, and you realize it's like you get people who have a certain skill set. Let them focus on this.
Yeah.
And collectively, you all make.
That's literally what I want to do with Everyday City Carry. It's like I wish somebody could just follow us around with a camera when we're doing our thing,
and reach out because we wouldn't have never met.
But then, like, I don't have money to pay these people, bro.
You got to find somebody.
You know what I'm saying?
So
that's when you get the people when they can answer the question like what's your budget?
Yeah, I don't have one.
And if the conversation, if it can go from there, be like, all right, well, what can you offer? What can you?
Yeah.
I'm terrible at this stuff, man.
You gotta learn it.
I know,
or at least get somebody.
I think we learned that from the stand-up days of just like literally pulling up to an event you ain't even on the marquee for and be like, yo, can I get some time? Yo, can I get a little bit of time? Can you give me a little bit of time? Fiending.
How is that, by the way, now, like stand-up? Are you guys doing spots at all? And where do you guys, because we would love to come see you.
I've had to slow down and prioritize. That's something that the pandemic did for me, because I did a virtual show, I think like in April.
Was it weird?
It was not really. Cause I kind of like I just had all the pieces.
Yeah.
I had I just used the chair I had in my room. I had the spotlight that he had, the stage light. They left at my crib, turned my room light off, stage light on. Tripod, damn, I'm hitting everything. Damn.
Twitch shows,
yeah.
All the Twitch shows.
I'm hit like I'm just
That's so
this is before all of that. This is before all of that.
Get you.
Like I'm just in my run, just put my hat on. I'm in shorts, I just put my hat and flannel on.
That's so funny.
And I made like $75.
Yeah.
7 minutes. I was like 7 minutes.
That's
like,
pretty good
That's
though.
pretty
I
good.
was out and like once I seen that, I'm like, all right, stand up's fine. Like that's doing. Let me figure something else out.
It's one of the things.
Yeah.
No, we were like we collectively we had over a decade of like experience, like just holding the microphone, telling jokes.
No,
Okay.
He's been doing it. How long? How long have you been doing it?
Almost 9 years now.
Wow.
What was
bro.
it? 20.
And you, so collectively over 10, because he's been doing it for like 4 or 5 at this point.
Wow.
This would be year 5.
Yeah, this will be year 5.
Yeah, this would be year 5.
So it's like we figured out, like we know how to talk to people, we know how to hold a microphone, and we get to this big space, this New York space, where it's just everybody's just trying to be as creative as possible.
Yeah.
Well, let me take a minute. Like it's like riding a bike. It's not going nowhere. What else can I do?
It's staying active, and like I had to figure out, like it finally dawned. I'm like, all right, so like, what am I doing? What am I like? Are you just going to just do it? Because you're gonna go broke. You're gonna lose all your money.
And a lot of these comedians like go through a lot of shit. Because I listen to like what I watch the most.
It's rough.
What I watch the most is like comedy podcasts. I watch like hours and hours a week, like maybe 20 hours even.
Yeah.
Right, not including Rogan, because Rogan, everybody watches that shit. And I just hear these stories of like, for example, like Bobby Lee from Tiger Belly, like fucking, like being Asian and going through all this shit. And just literally everyone, just going through it and taking like 10 years, 15 years, and then something pops off. And the thing now with comedians is like podcasting is the new like getting on the fucking Tonight Show or something. It's like that's what it is.
And what's crazy? Like that taking 15 years to pop off.
Yeah.
You do so much.
Yeah.
You touch so much stuff. Like so many things.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Being creative and active in this space. That's what's so like really unique about it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You put you really put forth effort, or like really see how you want to go about doing it. You can cut that path for yourself.
Yeah,
I think the podcasting and Twitch route is an interesting one because you guys are definitely really good on camera. I mean, when I found you guys on TikTok, and I talked about this before, it was you guys were talking about the Power Rangers. And how like he had the lean and shit.
Reggie.
Reggie clip,
bro. I was laughing so hard. I shared that. I watched that on my podcast. Like I showed it to people, and people are fucking dying.
I got a reaction from a friend. He was like, "Yeah, this one was funny."
I was dying, and then I find out that you're comedians, and I'm like, "Oh, they're like the guys that I watch already, except they talk about anime."
Yeah,
and that really blew my mind. And
that's why we started doing. That's why we started doing the show.
Yeah. I mean, I tell people when I talk about Negro Jump, I'm like, yo, they're gonna be something. Because one, like they're funny already, which sets them apart from like some of these other, anime based shows. I've had 3 anime podcasts on here, and like I definitely like you guys the best. Shout out to the Storm podcast and keeping it 9,000.
Whoa! Oh, okay. Not the Storm. Oh, damn!
I like the Storm.
Up my money.
No, listen.
You're fucking up the bag right now, man.
I love the Storm podcast. I love them, but you guys are in New York. That's why I'm a little bit more loyal because you guys are here. They're in Chicago.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I know where he at. I said I know where he at.
I've had him. I've had Malcolm on here before, and like it was a great fucking episode. Smooth as fuck. I like Malcolm. I like Malcolm. I like Malcolm. Yeah.
No,
their crew is dope. I like what they're doing.
And who were the other ones you said?
Keeping It 9,000 is super new. Love the name though.
Right.
Yeah.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah. They're in New York City. 2 black dudes in New York City. A little bit. Not as polished as you guys and Malcolm. I can tell you guys have hours under your belt.
Malcolm do stand up.
No, I think he's just been podcasting as long as me.
He got mad episodes, right?
Yeah. Like
Kelly, like deep.
So
Yeah.
the Patreon and Everyday City carry the main channel like together. Kelly and I have over like 240 episodes, like deep. And some weeks like this week we're doing like 6 shows.
Yeah.
It's fucking that's 6 hours of
I
podcasting.
think,
So
and we I guess we're just like either it's one we moved here and we just like figured everything out. Like
Yeah.
I realized that moving to New York, it's a marathon, not a race.
yeah.
Now, where
I've
did you guys
seen
move
So
from?
many
North
North
Carolina.
Carolina.
What
Oh
part?
shit, my
Yeah.
girl's from North Carolina.
Yeah.
Wilmington?
Yeah.
I'm from Raleigh.
Raleigh. Yeah, that was a 2-hour trip. We went to Good Night.
Yeah.
Chilling.
Yeah, good night.
We was chilling. We was chilling. We was on a night or two.
I used to go to the Idiot Box in
Idiot
Greensboro.
Box. Yeah.
Greensboro,
yeah.
different boy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Different.
Basement.
Winston-Salem, get you a
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yep.
I went to Raleigh the first time with
Yep.
Kelly to meet her dad and stuff, and I was like, man, it's mad green out here, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I
See-
lived
you
in
see
New
what
York
this
my
is?
whole life.
See what the city do to you? See
Yeah.
what it- I remember the first year being here in the city, and of course I'm just angry. I'm like, why am I so mad? Like, what is happening right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus, like, what is happening? And I drove all the way, I think, to like the shipyard. I think I'm like on the east. I just saw like water, and then I just calmed down.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you
No,
go to the
it's a
pier,
thing.
Like,
Yeah.
Jesus.
when you go
It's
to the
a thing,
pier,
yes.
it's super dope because like you can. So we got married. We live streamed our wedding. That was the
Mhm.
crazy thing.
Yep.
That's how I
Yeah,
knew
we
this
did.
girl was down. Like her special day, we live streamed on YouTube, and she was fine with it. But what I'm saying is like, we were on like the pier, like the waterfront.
Yeah,
right?
we're on the waterfront.
and then
in
you see
in
the
park.
city,
Sorry, I
and then
keep
you got
thinking-
like beach water sounds, and like that is dope.
Yeah.
But like when you're here where I live in the Bronx, it's like not that dope.
No,
You know
no,
what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I
over
know
here,
what
you
you
looking
mean.
for like things floating that shouldn't
Yeah.
be there.
Listen,
Oh,
I
no,
walk up and down like that Brooklyn Queens line and just like I see the water changing colors. I know what the fuck's going
Yeah.
on.
I live in
I know
East
what's
New
up.
York.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
I get it, but
Yeah.
I definitely give it up to the Bronx. Like,
But I think that it's hard for Ray to fully understand. I'm like, we got married. We're talking about having kids at some point, and I'm like, yo, we can't stay in the city having kids. When you're from North Carolina and you're raised in North Carolina, and then you come to New York, you can't
It's-
imagine having a New York
it's like-
childhood.
it's like, yo, I get it. But like,
If you have-
how did you?
I
do it?
think
yeah,
if you-
yeah.
How did
So
you?
I did it right. I'm gonna say
You're a
this.
native, right?
I'm gonna say
You're-
this. No, I
you're-
was
or
born in
you're
the
born in
Philippines,
yeah.
and I
Yep.
came here when I was in 1987.
Okay.
So I lived in New York before it got cleaned up, bro.
Greasy.
Yeah, this is
gritty.
like you go to Times Square and you're gonna get stabbed.
Yep.
You know, there was like peep shows and like prostitutes. That's what Times Square looked like back then.
I don't know why they had to change that. They could have just cleaned it up.
Kept it up, made it
Kept the
Amsterdam.
peep shows, right? Just
Oh, it
got
could've
it
been
nicer.
Vegas. It could have been Vegas.
It
That
could've
was
been. Like,
probably
what's
that was
could've been
probably
the strip.
Could have been the
Some
strip.
working ladies. I don't see anything wrong with that.
It could have been like Nolans.
No, yeah.
Oh,
If
yeah.
they kept the strip club thing,
yeah.
It could
but
have been
nah,
great.
you can't have that. You
I
can't not
remember-
New York. Nah, that's too reckless. That many nationalities just drinking.
Yeah, no.
Nah,
No.
no.
My saw world.
What?
World peace.
Oh my god, nah.
Overnight.
Let it be a World Cup
Oh,
bloodbath in Times
Now,
Square.
wait,
Just
there
this thing.
is-
Breaking news.
Yeah.
There
Breaking
is.
news. The Argentina beat Venezuela
And it's gonna go crazy. You mean in New Orleans?
Yeah, here in Times Square.
here in
Oh.
Times Square.
Oh yeah.
Now, have you guys
crazy.
been? There is a comedy club that's in Times Square, and
What,
like,
Caroline's?
LOL.
is it? No, it's not big. It's like a little hole.
LOL.
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 I went there. One of those, buy the tickets on the side of the street.
Mhm.
Went there. Some of the funniest, unknown
Yeah.
comedians
Yeah.
got so drunk, and then they had dueling pianos next door. And when I
Mhm.
tell you, I was wasted by the end. It was like somebody gave me the gift of life when that comedy show ended, because I was already mad hype because a good comedy show, you're ready to have a good time afterwards. And then this motherfucker played any song and I was done. I was done. People popping up with saxophones and shit. And it was like, and
It's
I
still reckless.
Yo,
Yeah.
I
Still
was like,
reckless.
this is New York at its finest.
Mhm.
So drunk. So drunk. I lived in Washington Heights at that point.
Yeah, the
Not a
first-
place you want to take the one train to in the
Oh
morning.
shit, definitely not. Yeah, I like our spot here because it's like right on the train is right here.
It's mad it's mad
stupid
easy to get
You
here.
just take that shit and just
But
go
it's
home.
it's just very open. Like,
Yeah.
it's-
Well, they're building all these fucking
these high
like,
rises.
This is gonna be gentrified in like 5 years.
Yeah, I'm really
Yeah.
upset about that. I really like being the token white
It's
person.
gonna
here.
be. They're trying to call it.
Joe has anything to say.
But
They're trying to call it Sobro.
but
you know?
is it?
Yep.
Sobro, get the fuck out of here.
But the sea levels are rising, right?
Yeah.
I'll take the. I'll go.
Take the inland?
I'll go inland. I keep telling people, I was like, look, I'm looking at Montana, man. Like it's
Montana?
You can make
trying
it-
to do the Wyoming? Trying to
you
do
can
the
make
Kanye
it-
route?
I can't move
make
that
it
far.
work.
Trying to do the
How
gay
are
route?
y'all gonna move that far away from the ocean? Being from Wilmington, like I'm not even from Wilmington, and like I miss
I
the
don't know.
beach.
It was-
I've
but
never
the thing
been
is-
an ocean guy.
I like the
Yeah, but
ocean.
you don't
I've never
have
been a
to-
beach.
Yeah.
You don't have to like go
Listen.
in the water, but it's that calming of seeing it.
Listen,
You
let
know
me
what
tell
I
you
mean?
something right now.
Well, Wilmington wasn't worth it, honestly.
All right. I can
Okay,
see that.
let me
Yeah.
tell you something right now. My boy,
Mhm.
shout out to Spaz Man,
Yep.
who missed our wedding. He was like, "Bro, listen, I'm so sorry I missed your wedding. I bought you 2 tickets to Hawaii for you and Kelly
Beautiful.
because
He
he
lives
lives
in
in Hawaii.
Hawaii.
He lives on the beach, right? We fucking stay there, and like we were talking about like moving there.
Yeah,
like
we're-
this is exactly what you want. It's like pretty good pace. You're right on the water.
It's-
That shit was crazy.
It is
like,
everything that New York is not.
Yeah.
People are friendly. They're considerate.
I don't
It's
want to keep shitting on
clean.
the city. I'm like,
Yeah,
all right.
but you
I
know
love
what?
the city.
Hey,
But-
you
But
know
you
what?
want to move though.
There is a thing to New York.
It's just a
great.
limit.
Work.
It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
When I
that's
heard it,
very clear.
when I heard
That's
hey,
very clear now
I
to me.
remember,
Yep.
I remember I went to it was like a sea town, hearing this like cashier just preach. He's like, "You gonna come here, you gonna do something. You gotta come here to grow. You don't come here to be on some bullshit." And I was like, "Yo, this place hardens you."
Yeah.
It's different.
I mean,
So
it's
many-
true though. When you
oh my God.
if you can live a normal life here in New York, you can live a normal life anywhere.
You gotta get,
You
you
know,
gotta
and
get
I'm
past them late nights on the train.
I mean all
Yeah.
of
You
them,
sleep in this
everything.
8 stops and you gotta double it back.
Nigga, when a train just started rocking you into just a soft crowd.
I've definitely felt that.
Woo!
I mean,
Different.
Yeah.
Different.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
nigga, what is this?
And then
Therapy?
you wake up the next day and you see somebody like snapped you on their story and just like caught you sleeping.
Oh,
Yep.
never. No, I've had somebody airdrop me a dick. After that, I was done with iPhones. I'm like, fuck
That's
That's so funny. That's so funny.
Like, I'm
Yeah,
done.
you
Ray
should have
and
turned
I-
that shit into an NFT, bro. Had to
No.
pay you for it. Yeah.
No.
You know?
Keep it on my phone. Accept it.
Put it in the metaverse.
Like,
Throw
accept
the
it.
whole phone
This is
away.
crazy.
Throw it away.
Just throw it away.
No.
Shit's mad.
But no,
no.
we talk about that after being here because I'm hitting. This is my 12th year here, so you
Been
know
here
I've
since
been here
'87, bro.
Where you from?
from Raleigh.
Really?
Right.
We
My
just
fault.
talk about-
I got
That's all right, don't worry.
confused.
Don't worry, I got you.
Damn.
Ask me 1,000
She
times. I'll
said
tell
it
you.
again.
He's like forgetting shit. He's like,
Raleigh.
Yeah.
12 years. What brought you up here?
I came up here. Originally, the plan was to move up here because I was an actor, and
Trap.
yeah.
the thing is that I gave up acting before I moved up here.
Mm.
And I still wanted to move because I had always set it in my mind that I was going to move to New York. And I had this opportunity with my company at that time, which was PetSmart.
Smart.
So they were opening something in East Harlem, and no one in the nation wanted to go. They sent out this plea, like, please, we need people to transfer here to open these this store.
Mhm.
So I was like, I have always wanted to go to New York, and at the same time, a friend of mine from college was like, I desperately need a roommate in East Harlem.
Oh,
Uh, And I was like,
Ooh.
okay,
One of those like
12
the
years
stars
ago,
have
East Harlem.
aligned. Like it makes sense. It's the time. So I went, and I was one of, I think, 5 people who went to go open that store, and then we trained everybody else. So that was it. I was the only one who stayed.
You know what's
Everybody else
crazy?
left.
When she told me she worked for PetSmart, right? I was like, okay, cool. I've done retail too. I was in an office job at that time. This bitch was making fucking 80 grand a year, bro. She was making mad loot.
That's come on.
bro.
Yeah.
She was like, I'm
Grant?
assistant manager.
Yeah.
She's making 80 grand.
Shout out the handsome devil himself,
Yeah.
Grant
The
Sheffield.
Chiha, the light
Woo.
eye bandit.
Woo!
Yeah.
I was like,
Bandito himself.
Yeah.
He used to work at PetSmart. And
she was
he,
there for a long time, 18 years.
He had his own apartment in Raleigh.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I was like,
Yeah.
what is
Well,
he?
let me
what
tell
are you
you.
doing, Grant?
So
What are you doing?
From-
Are you selling weed?
like for my knowledge, what they told me when I was working there, because I literally ended up training people and then opening all their stores and then fixing problems, and I was known all over this this area. And the problem with the company is when you work for a company that big, the amount of money you make starts to catch up to you. So all of a sudden, even though you earned that money, you earned those raises, they start to hold it against you. Oh, you need to work harder. You need to do more. So I ended up actually leaving the company because of that, because I was the highest paid assistant manager. And they made it sound like I was making $100,000. And it's like, bitch, I hate to tell you this. Like, yeah, 80,000 is a lot, but I live in New York. So this is New York pay. This is not outside of New York pay. This is New York pay, which I would not make outside of the city. And I worked my ass off. I gave up holidays, nights, weekends. My life was completely expendable to this company.
I hate when they wave that in your face, like or try to like hype you up about it. I'm like, nigga, shut up.
Oh yeah. And they always like
highest paid. I'm like,
they always like to throw in.
Shut the fuck up.
I know.
Yeah.
They love to throw in that I was a woman too. So that was a big red flag. It's like, nah, you got to be careful with these companies.
Once I stopped giving a shit, when I was getting like paid, I'm like, yeah, this ain't it. I'm out. Like
I always tell people, yo, don't give up your personal life for a job, because they will replace you regardless.
Never.
Fuck that.
All right, we're gonna do segments right now. We
All
talked
right.
a lot, so I wanted to talk about this because you guys were talking shit about superhero movies. So, and of course, I got the Japanese poster for you.
Beautiful.
So the Batman.
Yo, that'd be hard if that was the movie.
If he was a Japanese guy,
Right.
I am a vengeance.
Yeah.
Kamen Rider.
Kamen Rider. That's gonna be Shin Kamen Rider.
I got a Sentai segment for you. Don't worry about it. So this movie, Kelly and I watched this movie on Sunday. We cosplayed to watch the movie. He's doing Sentai stuff. And it was fucking awesome.
Yep.
All right. It was one of the best. It's gonna be one of the best movies this year, 100%. The best Batman movie. He acts like the Batman in the cartoons, which I love.
That's what
what
it
it
felt
is.
like. I'm like, it
That's what
looks
you
like
watched it?
Asylum. No.
Okay.
I'm like, it looks like Asylum.
Yeah.
The Arkham series.
Yes.
Video game.
Yes.
Like the first trailer was him just beating the hell out of somebody.
Yeah.
And I think the first meme was somebody just like put the combo in the comments for the video. They just put the combo, like, I'm like, yeah, it look cool.
It was really, really
Man.
good. I know you don't fuck with like superhero stuff that much. Like MCU.
I do.
Okay.
I do.
But you said it, but
it's undeniable.
Mhm.
It's just the runtime of these movies.
it's fucking long.
And you like, oh, you gotta watch all of them. It's just like, but then the shows are movies themselves. Just
I know.
split up.
When after you watched Endgame and you were just like, I gotta give it.
Oh,
Yeah.
See,
well,
we
me watching
And me, I
Endgame,
was like, oh, but they got Disney Plus exclusives and you could watch.
and
He's like, I can't.
And me watching Endgame was such a crazy experience because that was my first on the road, like out of state gig for comedy.
Yeah.
And like I actually made some money. I was like, wow, I actually like kind of cleaned up a little bit. But after the first or second night, an audience member, it was a black guy. So I just trust, and I was like, I've never had a black guy give me shrooms, and I would really only trust right now a black guy giving me shrooms. Because he was just like, I got some shrooms you want to try. So I think I talked about doing shrooms on stage. So I think he offered.
Did you talk about the Zootopia joint?
Probably, I probably did do that, but yeah. Next day, it was like a Saturday. I go catch Infinity War. It just came out.
Yeah.
Matinee. Got the whole theater to myself. I'm high as shit on shrooms.
Dude, watching a movie on shrooms, I love it.
At this point, I'm a vet. I was abusing the fuck out of shrooms. I was doing them way too often, but because I timed it perfectly. By the time I got to the theater, like I was already getting like settled in,
Mm-hmm.
watching it. I remember looking at my phone at one point. I'm like, damn, it's like 45 more minutes of this shit. Like, damn, it's crazy. Like, it's still entertaining. It's still good.
Yeah.
Nothing's missing. It's good. And then it ends. I'm like, wow, that was dope. Then I step out of the theater, see a giant cutout of The Rock and Skyscraper. I'm like,
Yeah.
Fucking my fault. I'm sorry.
It's with the hands.
It's like, fuck, man. This fucking movie. It's like, you gonna have me back in here for some more? I'm like, nah, I don't know if I can do it. And then
So you don't like going to the movies?
I don't want that to be like 4 hours of my day. That's the only like, especially going back to movies now. Just all movies now.
You're talking to two people who will
We
do
love the
back-to-back
movies, yeah.
matinees.
Yo, we watched.
Nigga,
I haven't
I'm
done that
taking
in
the Lord of the
years.
Rings journey.
let me-
Oh yeah.
Let me tell you what we did. Well,
Twice.
first of all, when
I ain't got it in me.
she
Director's cut. I'm talking.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I might check it out again because the series is coming out on Amazon this year, right?
What?
The Lord of the Rings.
The new-
the Rings of Power. That shit's gonna be fire. So like Kelly and I, it's crazy because Kelly and I are definitely just fans of like, I guess like general cinema, including anime.
just like going to the movies.
We treat them as one and the same. So for example, Jujutsu Kaisen 0. Definitely going to the movies to watch that.
Right.
I haven't even
100%.
finished the show. I'm
Yeah.
going to go watch it.
You there?
Dude, when we got engaged in the Upper West Side. She proposed to me.
Yep.
What was this one? Yeah, there you go. You gotta press it again. You gotta press it again to end it. So we watched the Two Heroes, My Hero Academia. That was the first anime movie we watched in the theater.
And it's just like,
and we watched it in Lincoln Center too. It was fucking dope. The movie was all right. I gotta say that.
It was just the episode.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
Exactly.
It was just an episode.
It was just an episode.
Mad funny.
It was just an episode, and they had the theme song with the girl singing English on it.
What are we doing with Batman?
Oh,
Because
so
we have
Batman.
cut them off.
Are you gonna watch Batman?
Eventually,
not in the theater. How about you?
Oh yeah.
I might
Like
suck it up.
soon.
I might suck it up soon before.
It's fucking amazing.
So I spoke with my brother about it.
If you like Arkham Knight and all of those games,
yeah,
that's this shit right here. He doesn't overplay it too much. He's Batman.
You know what? I might just do that this week,
bro. It's so sick.
Do it.
It's
so I spoke with my brother. My brother goes, I mean, it was really good, but you know, the Christopher Nolan Batmans are just they hold a dear spot, and I don't know anybody who likes this movie more. And I was like, actually, you do, and you're related to them.
Yeah,
I like it more.
I like it more. I like it more.
People just jump that in Spider-Man movies. It's like, my man.
I like Spider-Man movies,
but just to still fight over, I'm like, yo, we 7 deep right now.
Yeah.
Let it go.
Just
let it go.
Look, everybody is entitled. Like
everybody needs a turn.
Yeah, you have to be entitled to like who you like as the character.
Yeah.
Like just because I liked this movie does not take away from Jim Carrey as the Riddler.
I like Jim Carrey's Riddler.
Completely different.
That's a hot take.
First of all, those campy Clooney, Val Kilmer.
Yeah,
I fucks with them heavy.
That's crazy that you fucks with them heavy, but you don't want to fuck with this one.
Hold on. Let's
I did not say I do not want.
Let's talk about the most important thing. The most important thing about that movie is the fact that I dressed as Catman, Catman.
Yeah, y'all cosplay,
right?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
I was Red Hood.
Talk about that.
But I was like 6.
Did you like the Michelle Pfeiffer?
Yes. Yeah. So my parents, because you know we weren't super.
She did Halle Berry,
right?
This
is before that time. So my parents bought me that Halloween costume, and I had to wear it for 3 years. My parents would not buy another one. It was falling apart, and we duct taped it on the inside. That's how bad it was, because it was those.
Hey.
You remember those old Halloween costumes? But I was rocking it. I loved Michelle Pfeiffer.
I just swiped out the whatever gown I will wear and just keep the screen mask.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That's all. Just keep it every year. Keep it going.
Remember, trick or treat.
Keep going. Some accessory from this one because some alien shit.
Oh yeah.
Wear it backwards. How about that? Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny because you saw that we cosplayed, and that's when you decided to solidify the collab.
Yep.
He's like, you cosplay?
Like even that because now we got something I'm even interested in.
Yeah.
I want to ask questions about now, like a thing like
we just like doing it
beyond just the knife enthusiasts.
Right.
You're a couple. We both play video games.
Yeah.
Watch anime. I'm like,
I gotta say this as a fucking nerd. I really lucked out marrying this chick because it's like I get to do all the shit that I want, and she also likes doing it.
I think it's becoming more common with millennials, especially now.
But I'm 41, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
I think you're still like what's your Gen X?
What? I'm Gen X, I guess. Yeah, Gen X.
Tail end of Gen X.
Yeah, because I'm 81, born in 81.
Gotcha.
So
it's
God, I'm old as fuck, bro.
I don't know.
Holy shit.
I don't know, because like I'm about to be 30, so my brother's about to be 33. Like I got uncles that's like 39.
Yeah.
You got uncles that probably my age, man. What are you talking about?
Older. Yeah.
But it's just like a mentality of like I won't fall in my decade. Like I won't fall into my whatever people were doing around me.
Yeah.
Like, cause you see those people, they're like, oh, they well in their 50s, 60s. They know they got all the latest phones, they got all the tech.
That's me.
You know what I mean? You gotta stick with it, like whatever it is, and then you just kind of stay young, but then you just gotta find people who do the same thing.
I feel like I definitely made a change or a lot of changes during the pandemic because I was like, I want to be like this super nerd, but I also want to fight the stereotypes. So like I started fucking working out like so heavy, bro. Like I work out 6 days a week, eat like stupid clean, bro. Like put on 30 pounds of muscle, and then I just want to keep going. Like I want to look like Baki, but then be a fucking nerd and do this shit and like look at knives. Ong Bak, bro. I'm gonna do this.
Just walk across the room.
Top. Yeah. I could do that because I'm Southeast Asian. It's fine. You know what I mean? My mom's boyfriend's Thailand.
I would have never known.
My mom's boyfriend's Thailand.
I was like, my mom's boyfriend Thailand.
Thailand. The entire.
All right, we're gonna keep going with these segments because like I think we could just talk.
Listen, I don't know who you thought you brought in your house.
Yeah.
No, right? I so here's the thing, right?
Have you not been on a Twitch stream before?
It's never been this easy to talk to people.
Right?
Two. You got me cross streaming right now. Sativas and indicas.
All right, this motherfucker right here. Sharp or dull? Sharp good, dull bad.
Sharp.
King Boss.
King Boss is sharp. It's just complicated.
It's very complicated.
Yo, he the only nigga. He pull up to another giant, be like, yo, I like how strong you are. Like,
yo.
So this Boji father.
Yeah, but he had his first wife, and tried to kill his second. You know, like he
and Boji is fucked up because of him. He took his like fucking whatever, like powers or some shit.
I have not made a decision on him yet.
That's what a blade does. I mean, no, I don't like him, but what the curve of the show.
I don't like him, but I like him too.
Yeah,
it's like weird.
Like I said,
I think the thing with this show is the curve, the visual curve I'm having, where
it looks like a Venture Bros episode.
It's kind of like Adventure Time, but also Ghibli.
Yeah,
and it's anime.
Yeah,
that's what it feels like to me.
But it to me it's animated almost American. Like
like I feel like the Ice King is gonna come out soon.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, so funny.
So
until they fight, the moment they fight, you're like, oh,
anime. Yes,
anime. That's what Mazinger does.
Yeah. What, Mazinger?
Yeah,
we got a little Mazinger thing later. So we're going sharp on this guy.
Yeah.
Baby sharp.
I'm indecisive.
Mazinger.
You going sharp on this? He's like, I'm going high.
Mazinger.
You going sharp on this?
Mazinger. I haven't watched it.
What? Yes, you have. Ranking of Kings.
I watched one episode.
Oh, you
okay.
He watches it.
I keep thinking that you watched it.
No.
Oh, you gotta watch it.
No, that was a perfect slide though, because I just talked about the Batman, so he got the.
There's some upcoming animes here that I thought that
Chainsaw.
I wonder. You guys gonna fuck with this or what?
Excited for this. I just haven't
seen
it.
So, Ranking of Kings and Chainsaw Man.
Yeah.
Both my brother are interested in.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's a solid, like, I should watch this.
Do you know what this reminds me of? What was the anime that we watched with the guy with the crocodile head?
Oh, Doro.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah,
that was a good one.
If you like that, you will like this too.
Yeah, this reminds me. It has same
But I think Doro is more comedic, and this is not comedy at all.
This
is just dark.
Didn't you guys go to Anime 1C?
So that's the thing.
No,
I wanted to talk about that a little bit too.
This was one of the standouts because
it was like 4 or 5.
When you go to Anime 1C,
yeah, we're gonna take this off so we can talk a little bit.
When you go to Anime 1C, you kind of get a nice peep of like what's like obviously you'll see like the hits, like what's popular, but then you'll see like either what did really well that year or what is coming out manga wise. That's like, oh, people are willing to cosplay this. Like you saw a lot of like Tokyo Revenge.
I saw a lot of Chainsaw Man, even at Comic-Con, bro.
Chainsaw Man. I mean, people willing to walk around with chainsaws on their head and just fuck up people's traffic. Like, all right, like, this show's got to be worth it.
Yes,
we're definitely gonna check it out. I just wondered, if you guys were excited about it or not.
I am.
Chainsaw Man, sharp or dull? I'm going sharp all the way.
I'll watch it.
So I was like, hi.
Sharp.
All right, we're gonna go to the next one. We got to keep this going. Let's see what we got going on here. I did like a link. You guys don't watch that. You watched it. That's Made in Abyss. That's the new movie.
Still new movie. Okay.
We're gonna skip this because like Jarrod doesn't watch it.
What is that?
I know.
Okay, so this is one thing I wanted to talk about here. I was on TikTok.
Jesus Christ.
And this guy that I unfollowed immediately after was like talking shit about Rock Lee, how he really ain't shit, and like there was no need for him in Naruto, and
there was no need for 10.
Listen.
in
Whoa.
Naruto.
This is important. This is
Whoa.
important because this
Whoa.
this angered me a little bit.
Whoa.
So listen.
It's all down.
Whoa. Whoa.
He got mad and I triggered them.
Don't blame.
That's so funny.
Don't blame
Y'all
the
love
writer.
Tenten?
Kushimoto, I
No.
think that's his name. I think
Yeah.
I just remembered it.
Every character is worthy of development. Just the author dropped the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dropped the ball.
But what I'm
Hard.
saying
Yeah,
is,
with Tenten,
with-
he was just like whatever.
with the
Tenten
writing,
held the sacred weapons.
Yeah.
but never was able to fully use them.
yeah.
Because he ain't write it.
Yes, but
Yeah.
but what I'm
She was in
saying
her
is,
training art.
if you
Yeah.
took 1010 out of the series, it would not have affected the series at all.
It-
I think that the women in Naruto were not developed well enough
No.
to
It's a
what
boy
their
love
talents
story.
were.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
a love story.
But I'm not saying that
Buddies.
her character could not have been developed. I'm saying that her character did not change the outcome of the show. Therefore, like literally, if she was not in the show,
What about Rock Lee
Rock
though?
Lee played a very large part in the show. So I feel like it would have changed certain things. There's that little like their competitive nature.
I agree with that because I had connects on shit like in middle school in rural ass. You ever heard of Camden?
I think-
Camden, North Carolina.
yeah.
Rural ass Camden, North Carolina. Like somebody like, oh, like I got this CD with manga on it, and one of them was Bleach. Like I remember I couldn't open it, but he was like, yo, it's to do with a big ass sword fight demon. I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. But I think that same guy had Naruto, the first like 4 volumes up until when they first meet Rock Lee,
Right.
fresh off of fighting what's his name on the bridge
Zabuza.
on
Zabuza, yeah.
fresh off of that. I'm like, what the fuck did I just read? Like, what was that?
Yeah.
He's a who? Like, with
Mm-hmm.
y'all in love? What is the
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
the kids? Like,
You got pronouns?
he
I'm
got
like, no.
stabbed.
Yeah, he's had pronouns.
He got
stabbed
pronouns,
up.
bro.
He stabbed up with needles in his throat. He got a hole in his chest
Mhm.
from a lightning blade.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like it was too early to show. I swear to God, because I definitely forgot about it.
I remember watching the double episode on Toonami.
I
I
was
was like,
like-
this is different.
It was very,
Yeah.
very, very different.
But then
And then the Rock Lee fight.
get home and still get tossed up.
him fresh off of Sasuke. He took an L. You know he's still nice
Mhm.
with the hands, and then Rock Lee
Just demolish him.
embarrassing. Like I didn't even get the, like it ended right there. It was just like he just like was just there, just
Yeah.
being like,
Mhm.
"Oh, I was waiting for you." I'm like, "Who is this goofy looking nigga? Like, who is
Right.
this?"
Yeah. And he's
Hey,
nice.
He was about to kill that boy.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
nice. He's like, Lee, don't do that move and shit. The guy was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck
Yeah.
you doing? He had to like put the bandages back.
100 laps.
Again,
yeah.
to the writing, they gave all the shine to Guy and not to Rock Lee, and that's a fault on the author, man.
Yeah.
I can't.
So that's what the guy was saying. And like it angered me actually, because in my opinion, this is my opinion.
He
I think
clicked.
that guy was just saying that to trigger people because that video got fucking hundreds of thousands of views, like 40,000 likes.
What?
That he, Rock Lee was an unnecessary character and Guy does everything better that Rock Lee like does, or
That's
something
his
like
master.
that. That's what I'm saying.
That's the dude. He's
And
he's
and-
mirroring.
What I commented was this.
They wearing
and
the
he-
same outfit.
He was saying like he
Yeah.
only had one big moment in the show, the Gara and Rock Lee fight, and then I commented, and mad people like my shit.
No,
No,
yeah.
but listen, and mad people like my shit, and I was like, that moment was such a big moment of the show. That
Mhm.
one moment, that even if that is the only one, and it isn't, it's enough.
It's a top 5.
It's an iconic moment of the
top
show.
50
Yeah.
anime.
But
moments.
also, isn't
Yeah.
the whole point of Rock
Taking
Lee?
the weights off. That's like Goku doing it
Yeah.
in old Super Dragon Ball.
But
you had
correct
Rock
me-
Lee doing it.
Hold on, correct
Yeah.
me if I'm wrong, but isn't the purpose of like his power and what you're seeing is the fact that he wasn't really born with any gifts?
Yeah,
And
he only
he
knows
has
taijutsu.
worked-
That's it.
He literally had to work to learn these things, and that is the difference between him and these other people.
And he
is
was
that
still nice.
They're born with this talent, and he built some not like amazing shit out of nothing.
Yeah.
Right. And so that's the point of this character. So you can't say that that's not worth something in the story. You can't
Yeah,
say it.
I just really wanted to say fuck you to that guy. Honestly, I
All of
unfollowed him
that-
immediately, bro.
All of that reminded me
Immediately.
of My Hero and like how
It does.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fighting
it's
out
very
characters.
similar.
Yeah, another green dude just making it happen. Just making
Very similar.
it happen.
That
No,
shit's bad funny.
the faults, all these characters are dope, and I just think that like it was still in that era of, all right, I gotta catch up to the thing. Oh, I gotta put filler in place. I gotta.
Any of them can be the main character.
They all
Any of
they
them.
all could have been.
Even Choji.
They all could have been.
Oh, Choji was dope though.
But I
They
mean,
all
think
could've-
about how
Choji
they
got
first
shine.
think
You know
about
what I
how
mean?
Got
they
the shine. Yeah.
think about how they first introduced Tsunade, right? And she's this badass, like
They
she takes
they
it.
talked
They
her up.
hyped her up,
Mhm.
and she
Big.
never got that moment. It was like, oh, this
She did
huge
a little.
battle. Very. I mean, it was like she sent out
She
her
was
slugs,
a healer.
right?
Yeah.
That was her thing.
But
Yeah.
when they originally introduced her, it was her strength that they really hyped up.
Mhm.
It was really that, and then she taught that technique to
Sakura.
Sakura.
Yeah.
And even Sakura only displayed it minimally.
She
Yeah.
one time in it, like I said, it was a
That's
boy
how
love
Shippuden.
story.
That's how Shippuden
Yeah.
started.
Yeah.
It started off with them running the training exercise as a kid, and then Sakura
Yeah,
putting craters in the ground. You're like, all right, this is so
yeah.
So now she doing something.
Like they,
Yeah.
they gave you just enough to know that there was something more there, but not enough to like develop
Yeah.
those fights.
Yeah.
They
You know what I
definitely
mean?
didn't develop.
Rock Lee is
her.
sharp, man.
I'm going sharp
I'm
all
saying
day.
sharp.
All right, so we're gonna go skip ahead. You going sharp with Rockley, of
Of
course.
course.
Yeah,
Of course.
all sharp
The
on all
bottle
of
of
this.
Hennessy. How you say no? to
I
that?
know. Look, I got the
I
bottle of Henny on there.
Talking
So-
about he got one moment. Come on.
I know.
My boy
I unfollowed immediately. I was like, "Fuck you, you're bald and shit."
I block
fucking just unfollowed
everything.
him.
I block everything One Piece, and I try to ignore. Now I can see the troll shit a little bit,
Yeah.
better. I'm like,
I
shut
can
up.
You're
see-
doing
I'm like-
trigger words. You're just
Yeah,
trying to
exactly.
get that 500.
And it
you know,
fucking
whatever.
works.
Yeah.
And I'm like, maybe I should do that. No, fuck that. I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? All right, we're gonna go to the versus section immediately because we've almost done an hour. So I'm gonna skip all this. I'm not even gonna talk about her. We're not talking about her.
Sakura, she just needs some sharpening.
Because we just talked about her a little bit right now. All right, so this is
Some brawn up.
this is the versus segment where I show you certain scenarios. You have to choose one of them,
Okay.
and you get an outcome. Okay,
All right.
so there's no questioning that these are some of the most adorable characters in anime right here.
All right.
All
so
right.
first is ranking of kings.
No, wait. I'm gonna ask
I'm
a
sorry.
question.
My fault.
All
my
right, so you
fault.
got
I jumped ahead. My bad.
Boji ranking of kings. You got that chick from Full Metal Alchemist. We all know what happens to her, and then you got Phil from A Promised Neverland.
All
You
right.
guys have watched that, right?
Yes.
Seen like 2 episodes.
Okay, that's all.
But you
need to
watched
see.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So you have to pick one of these characters. You're gonna be lifelong pals. You're gonna be friends,
Fuck.
Boji.
but you have to help them kill the other two. All right. And
not
I'm gonna
killing another child.
no.
What is
Listen,
this?
you have to choose. You have to choose. Okay, you have to
What kind of
choose.
scenario is this?
It's
Definitely
fucked
an
up.
anime
It's
scenario.
It's an anime scenario.
It's your husband.
Okay, exactly. Yes, that's Devilman Crybaby. All right, so you got it, and then I'm gonna show you how you're gonna do it once you choose. So you're picking Boji.
I'm picking Boji, but I don't like that.
All right, you're picking Boji.
But I was gonna pick Boji because of his skill. He can make sure you don't die.
Who's the third guy? What happened now?
He's just this cute kid from A Promised Neverland. He's like the cutest character
just
on that
really
show.
cute.
He's so fucking cute.
That's it.
No powers,
Yeah,
nothing like that.
nothing.
No.
You don't
No,
help him escape.
No.
Yeah.
No.
None of them really have powers except for the girl in the middle becomes something else.
Yeah.
This is true. This is true.
Doesn't she become a
She
dog?
becomes the dog.
So we gotta convince them.
Yeah, so you
I'm
gotta
killing
you gotta
a
pick
dog.
one and you gotta kill the other two, and I'm gonna show you how you do it once you choose.
Well, I mean, it seems like the first one seems to be very obvious. that
Yeah, I mean, look at his
That,
face, bro.
I know.
It's
I know.
It's Boji.
but I'm saying like
Okay.
because even when they fuse together, it's a
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be a service that you're killing her.
That's for her. That's like a kill
And
me
then-
moment.
and then you said he's just cute. That's it. He don't
I
do
mean,
nothing
he's
else.
technically going to be eaten by
he's
like
gonna be
monsters.
eaten by
So.
a
monster.
otherworldly
So
creature.
if it was already going to happen, then
He's the only one with the hidden potential to do what needs to be done.
Exactly.
He's got to be king.
He's got to be king.
Yeah, I mean, I meant for this
he's
to
going
be.
Simba?
So you pick Boji, and the way that you guys are gonna do it, you're
Jesus
gonna do the
Christ, man. God damn.
If you pick the My Hero Academia,
Did you draw that yourself?
no. If you did the Full Metal Alchemist girl, you're doing this.
What the
What is
fuck?
happening?
How would you
And,
associate it with?
This is the rack right here. If you picked him, the other two would get the rack. I watch horror, man. That's my thing. I like to blend it in a little
No,
bit.
Those
Horror
are
too.
all
Yeah.
ancient torture devices.
Yes,
by the
this
way.
one is the most fun. Look how strange this shit is.
Favorite horror movie?
Me?
Yeah.
All right, take this off the screen though.
Okay, all right.
Well, no, because you can't see
Favorite
them.
horror movie?
That you can just put on and you'll watch it.
Man, there's a lot of them, man. But if you ask me, I do like there's this movie called Deaths of Ian Stone, where it's kind of like The Matrix, but it's like horror.
Okay.
And a guy dies over and over again, like Groundhog's Day, but he gets killed
Oh.
like in gruesome ways, but he kind of like becomes almost like a horror superhero thing.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that one. And there's another movie because these are movies in a series like Fright Fest. It was called forgot what it's called, Horror Fest or something. They don't have it anymore. There was another movie called Cigarette Burns, where one of the scenes is a guy putting his guts in like a film reel, and it's like projecting like movies. So yeah, that's the kind of shit that I watch. So
crazy.
yeah, those are my two. I would
I'm
say
big, like,
I really like those two a
big
lot.
in, Clive Barker's camp. So like,
Oh, which one?
So like
Nightbreed.
Nightbreed
is fire.
Nightbreed and then Candyman, because
I love
like,
Candyman.
how did you make a black?
Terrifying.
How'd you make a?
You watch the new one?
Serial,
I haven't.
horror
I
film?
need to.
I haven't seen it yet either.
What? But
Bro.
you guys are.
Bro,
Well, I'm not.
I've
but you
been
guys-
I've been in the house. I've been in the house looking for a job.
But the name of your podcast is.
Yeah,
And Candyman is.
I know.
I'm 8.
Hey, look, 2020 to now, it's just been a clusterfuck of just like media as a whole.
All props to Peel and doing all this.
Come
shit.
on, they announced a Blade movie.
Yeah.
The year before
Yeah,
pandemic. I
right.
knew something was
You're
up.
right.
I knew something was up.
That's so funny.
Come on, man.
All right, we're gonna go to the next one here. Okay.
What you got? What you
So
got?
this
for
is
me?
you have to pilot one of these robots. All right.
You already know what I'm going.
You got
This
mad-
is where we ride off into the
I
sun.
picked these for you guys, man. I wasn't
This is where
fucking
we ride
around.
off into the sun.
It's hard. It's
Already
hard.
know where I'm going.
It's hard because Voltron would be hard to pilot something with your boys. But Maizen Kaiser,
You go Maizen Kaiser?
I can easily just tap my brother and like,
Yeah.
all right, let's just do some dumb shit real quick. That's it. That's
Yeah, so you have to basically save the worlds of the one that you're choosing, right? You know what I mean? So if you're doing Maizen Kaiser, you're gonna be in that.
Oh,
world, and-
it's perfect because it's like they said that I am literal hell. Like this nigga rises out of the fucking earth, like he cracks it in half and then rises out as like robots fall in, burst into flames. Just a fucking demon.
Yeah.
Just a
I
menace.
don't, you know what's crazy? I don't know if I watched this one because it was another Maizen Kaiser like series. And I think I watched that one.
There's Mazinger.
Yeah, I watched Mazinger Z, but Maizen Kaiser there's also another one. Like this is a movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I watched the show.
Yeah, there's a whole lore.
I gotta watch this one.
I had to
this
watch
one.
a YouTube video before I start fucking with Mazinger. I'm like, what am I getting myself? What is?
I watched that since the 80s when I was in the Philippines.
That's what I mean. I'm like, this
Roqueto
isn't
Punch.
like
That's
this-
my shit.
This isn't a regular robot anime. A friend, Misho Shakur, was on the podcast from Syria, told me about this. He showed me this anime of. He was like, it's like Mecha Superman, where a dude got into a robot. And
It was this?
it wasn't this.
Daimos, Ghetto Robot.
It wasn't that.
It was one person.
It looks like some like 60s, 70s shit.
I watched it.
It was.
That's what I was watching in the Philippines.
It was. I'm like, I've never seen that like this before. I didn't get it.
Was he like in a?
Mazinger that I saw it? I think it was some type of aircraft, like the Powder, but I couldn't tell.
Was
you.
he red?
I don't remember. Like it was just old.
It's got to be Ghetto Robo.
It
maybe.
wasn't that one.
Yeah,
I know
no?
what you're talking about with the horns.
Double tomahawk
Yeah,
boomerang.
yeah.
And he takes his fucking. I'm telling you, I grew up with that shit. I didn't know that was anime, and I was watching it. Yo, there's a show called Voltus 5. It was kind of like a Voltron. And it was these three brothers and this one girl. The three brothers are looking for their dad. Their dad created this robot. They're like protecting the Earth from this alien invasion with this robot. And like that show is so big in the Philippines that they created a Tagalog version of it. And the Japanese version of it, almost everyone knows how to sing it. Like they would stop what's airing on TV to have an afternoon like sing along of that song in the Philippines. That's the name. That's the song.
Damn,
and it was so big in the Philippines. Voltus 5. I grew up with that shit. Daimos is the other one. Mazinger Z is the third one.
Damn.
I like all of them a lot.
We did.
Yeah,
we
exactly.
Did
We did that too because
Yeah.
it was a Catholic country. We did that too. They would like a prayer and then they would do Voltus 5.
That's crazy.
We didn't get that much Mecca. Like the Mecca we got. I remember the last thing I got that was like, like Saturday morning cartoon was Escaflowne, and that was
Escaflowne
weird.
was it was good though. I like it. I
The
like
dub version they had for us,
Mhm.
what they thought was like, nah, this would be more appropriate. They won't get what's going on. It's actually a shoujo, but they try to make it a shonen.
Yeah, and it
So
wasn't.
they cut out all the love and weird.
That's
angel.
not good.
It didn't. Nothing made. I'm like, but you're not telling me why this is like this. Yeah, she's in this world, but what the fuck? What is?
Yeah.
It's
Just
fucking
cut out.
weird.
To the
Yeah,
fact.
yeah.
That may be Gundam, but
So you guys are picking Mazen Kaiser.
I'm going with no.
What are you
I pick
picking?
Mazen
You
Kaiser.
going Voltron?
I said my brother.
Evo,
He's
Are you going
right.
Ava?
Evo
Oh shit!
1.
So he's going for the purple one,
Mhm.
and
Yes.
Jarrod is going for Mazen
Yes.
Kaiser.
We'll talk about. You want to talk about a acid?
My
trip
girl's going
on the show?
Voltron because it's more American.
I don't know any of them.
You should
so-
show it. You should show it.
You
Evangelion.
should show her.
You should show it Evangelion.
I have my
Break that
qualms
mind
with the
open.
show.
But if you
Yeah.
if you
My girl would not-
started,
In
you
what-
know,
in what
you
way? In what
started
way?
with Devilman Crybaby.
Yeah.
That's true.
In
I
what
think
way?
she'll be fine.
What's your qualms?
You know, so
Go for it.
there's
But-
it's like I don't know if I like the show. I don't not like the show, and I respect it so much because I watched it too. But after watching like more anime, and I've watched mech anime my whole life, I'm like, man, the other stuff is better in my opinion. That's it. That's my only thing. Not that it's bad, but I don't think my girl is gonna like that show. I don't think so. It's really dark.
It fucks with you.
It's like Dark Souls, but like
It's
that's
not
the
about-
vibe of the
but
show.
It's not about it's not about what you watching.
Yeah.
Is what it insinuates.
You
That's
know?
that's how it fucks with you.
Yeah, and it's like there's all this metaphoric stuff, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't know if.
And also, it's not like a shonen where it leads you. Well, this is the world. No, you're just in it.
Yeah.
For episode 1, get in the.
You guys
fucking
ever watch the
robot, and
hentai
you
of
think
it?
You died and you don't. What is it?
You ever watch the hentai of it?
No.
It's dope.
Yeah.
That one she'll like, yo.
Yeah.
You watch hentai?
Things to look forward to.
This show
it's
is
Not yet, but
Oh, gotcha.
what's
This
to
is one
come?
of the
do
first
sometimes.
animes
What are
I
you talking
watched.
about?
It's one of the first.
She's like,
animes
hey, I watched
watched.
this hentai
I
today.
had a
Got me
I definitely
pretty
saw
good.
this
Ava
one.
Wait, what?
Really?
I had a 12 inch. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. All right, so you're going Ava
Yeah,
1,
absolutely.
Mazen Kaiser.
Yeah.
Kelly doesn't know.
Voltron not. He not.
I'm gonna go
He
Mazen
don't got it
Kaiser.
in his heart. He don't got it in his heart.
So this is for you, Jarrod, right here.
Oh,
You
boy.
gotta be the sidekick of one of these Sentai heroes.
Oh.
So Mask Rider Black is the one that I grew up with in the Philippines. They would show it in Tagalog. Mask Rider Black, you know what I mean? And Garo is sort of new to me. I've watched that before, and that's the Green Ranger right there from Power Rangers.
I haven't watched Garo.
You watch
I
Sentai
haven't
stuff?
watched Garo.
Okay.
I haven't watched Garo.
That shit's, yo, do you see that jacket? That's how fly they all dress in it.
It looks interesting.
Yeah.
I'm like, this seems like a bit.
It's a lot, bro.
I'm like, this is a jump.
It's a lot.
This is because I'm like, it's not Sentai
And it's like-
where
It's like horror-ish, kind of. It's a
it's
lot.
high quality.
Yes. The
It's-
quality is
it's hi-
stupid high.
it's
I might be into that.
It's high quality soap opera. I'm like, nah, I don't think I'm ready for that. But the Green Ranger's already kind of like a sidekick. Yeah, I'll just be a rider. Yeah.
Sidekick.
Yeah, nah, because second riders, you get your own belt. You get your own.
Oh, shit.
You get your own shit.
Yeah.
There you go.
You get your. So if I'm second, that means I got the special experimental shit
Yeah.
that nobody
You get
can
to be,
handle.
like, doubles partner.
Nobody can handle but
For
me.
you.
Yeah.
Nah, I wouldn't be doubles partner. I'd be the dude that could turn into a motorcycle.
Okay. Got you.
That nigga, yeah. That
All right, what's
What
the
do you-
next action?
dragging the sword, yeah.
I think that's it. I think we pretty much
that was it?
concluded
Yeah, man.
the
All right.
that was
Ooh,
fucking
can I-
amazing.
Can I show you something?
Sure. What do you
want?
want to look up some?
Yeah, you want to do a live reaction or something?
To what?
To a Common Rider trailer.
I'm gonna get flagged though.
Oh, nah,
Yeah.
you can't not for this. Yeah,
Yeah, you
never
can.
mind.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
the only reason why.
All right.
Boy,
Shut
that's
it
the
off.
boy. That's the boy. Come on.
I'm sorry.
I-
I'm
I-
reckless. Yeah, I'm fucking
Nigga,
up
this
your
is
money.
every
Fucking
week.
up your
Every
money.
week.
Yeah.
Every week.
Mhm.
Yeah, let me play half a Gucci
If it's
Man
if
mix.
it's yo, if it's
Midstream.
music, forget it. If
And
it's
then
music,
tomorrow it's
forget
just
it.
like your video has been muted.
That's so funny.
What's crazy?
Get it together.
What was crazy is that like innocently playing Fight Night Round 3, not thinking nothing of it.
Yeah.
Oh, all of these songs are I can't play none
Yeah.
of them.
Oh my god.
but then
Oh yeah, because
uh,
Fight Night has hip hop on it.
You
That's
gotta,
why.
yeah.
but like legit rappers I remember from that era, but it was Kingdom Hearts 3 that there was a discretion. Like if you're streaming this, then some of it will be blocked.
Damn.
And it happened immediately, but then after a while, the stream just let me rock.
Do you think my girl should play Kingdom Hearts? She
No.
loves Disney.
Is she into those type of?
I'm not.
Yeah.
She's not into those types of games.
No,
But,
no. I mean, I looked up that
yeah.
game. I'm not interested.
Yeah,
I've
you're
seen
not
people
into
play
that game.
Yeah.
You're not. But I think that
Yes, you
seeing.
got Goofy, but like y'all
No.
go back in
It-
time.
I only beat
Weird.
one. I only beat one. That's
Weird.
it. I only beat
Yeah.
one.
It gets weird. Like
Yeah.
it cleans up graphically, but like
It gets weirder.
it's just
Because I remember
what are we
one was
doing?
pretty
Yeah.
solid. I liked one a lot.
It was a very.
I like one a lot when
different game.
Mickey came out and shit, and you're like, "Oh my god, it's Mickey Mouse!" Yo, and he's like supposed to be the guy. and
I was
shit.
just tripping
The
at it.
king
It was
or whatever,
Hercules
you know.
you could fight with.
Yo,
Yeah.
exactly. You got Aladdin and all that shit.
Yep.
I'm like, damn, this is so dope.
So it was. Yeah, nah. If it's first person shooters, then that sounds cool. I recommend Wolfenstein.
We're about to play Borderlands. The new game is next month. Tiny
Yeah.
Tina's Wonderland.
Yep.
We're definitely getting that.
Yep.
You know, we got the
Yeah.
PS5. Yo, Borderlands
Oh,
3 on the
it's
PS5
I bet it's
is
fire.
yeah, it's
insane.
fun.
Borderlands is my shit.
Oh, it's
I
so
love
much
that
fun.
game.
We did it, guys. We fucking did it. Everybody follow Negro Jump. I will put the
I was about to
links
ask-
in the description.
Robot.
He's doing the robot a lot
I
and
was
like
about to
Kendall
ask another
Myers.
question. I was about to.
Oh no, yeah, what's that?
What else you want to talk
Professional.
about?
Yeah, this is definitely the easiest pod we've ever done. Easiest 2 episodes.
Beautiful.
This is your boy Ray and your girl Kelly and Negro Jump saying peace.
Good night.
This video was brought to you by Asia The Amazing Outdoors. Located in Woodridge, New York, you can enjoy the amazing outdoors in the Catskills. There's camping, ATV rentals, ATV riding lessons, guided ATV tours, and much more. Give them a follow on Instagram and shoot them a DM for inquiry. Or you can email them at asianewyork@gmail.com. This video is brought to you by the Beautiful Leather Goods by Andar. All products are 100% full grain leather. Orders over $35 get free shipping automatically. You get free exchanges and a 90-day return policy. Maybe you want to pick up the Apollo. Or if you're like me and you want to go super minimal and slim, you'll probably check out the Monarch. And our wallets have this cool, unique pull tab. They go like this, getting your cards out. That allows quick access to your cards. Head over to andar.com and use promo code EDCC to get 15% off your entire order.
Yo, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit that bell icon so we can squad up in the comments.